so much, think I might throw up off the yak.
Oh, when y'all was little, y'all ever be out with your parents and something start taking over your body, just do some stupid. And what you do?
Do some stupid shit. Hell no. We do that in private. That's my intrusive thoughts.
But your parents get to talking about something, you gonna get beat when you get home. Yo, this was one of the worst punishments ever, bruh. Cause after this very realistic scenario happened, your parents be trying to act like it's all cupcakes and peaches. But you'll be chilling with your parents, right? Having a blast. Yo. And the moment you get in that bed, shuffle your feet a few times, they wanna drop kick the door open and start beating the shit out of you, man. Like,
on me, I feel like parents just get a sense of excitement from whooping you, cause it's like I'm bigger than you. You can't do shit to me. I made you. You know, honestly, I gotta see what the other end of the belt feel like. I just need to see the joy that came with it, cause I got multiple whoopings for no apparent reason. I need to see what niggas was over there happy about.
What type of psychological torture is you on, bro? You could have did this way earlier, gang. Now I got no choice but to run away. But for me, the whoopings ain't make me want to run away like that. It was when they took the Xbox. Bro, they will always take it when something important on the game is happening. Like, it'll be a double XP weekend. They only got one of these once a year, bro. And you want to take the game because I smacked some mannequin butt. Get your priorities together.
On me, you gonna sit up and take my phone. Why the fuck would you take my phone? Like, now you can't communicate with me. Like, I'm over here trying to enjoy my life. You can just give me a whoop and nah, you just want to take my phone. Make me feel sad and shit. Take my game. Like, damn. And if you haven't tried to sneak in your parents' room while they was gone to get your shit back, you just didn't live your life right.
But once you get in high school, they start spam taking your phone, bro. When they was cooking this joint up, somebody should have told these to get out of the kitchen, bro, because this punishment is so trash. Literally the next day, I was in school using the bro phone to do all my streets. And when I got back in the crib, I was on that one old tablet in the closet. You get caught sneaking around the punishment, bro. That's where they start getting creative with it. And the worst one,
nigga, when you try to start asking about when you get your shit back.
Back when I was in high school, I did something stupid, and I got one of the most embarrassing punishments known to man. So one day, I had just got off of work, right? And I decided to hit the bro up the spark. And he said that. So I get home and double check that I have everything to not get caught. Because if my mom wakes up and I'm not there, it's going to be the type of trouble where she looks at me differently. So I successfully snuck out, had a fantastic session, and made it back to the crib. I opened the door, and my mom is sitting right there.
Nigga, I ain't even gonna lie. That's just saying, life ain't good for you right now. Nigga, you thought you had some. You thought you was the best at hide and seek. Nigga, obviously not. Your mom is the seeker, nigga. She been doing this shit for years. Hey, your ass finna be on fire. That belt, it got your name on it. I hope you survive, nigga. If heaven call you, you had a good life.
Waiting for me. And she like, hello, sir. What were you doing? Nothing. I was chilling with bro. You sure about that? You know what? It's okay. I got something for you. Have a good night. I didn't even say nothing.
I know that nigga had that shit in the back of his head. Like, what she got for me?
Trying to go to sleep. But inside, we both knew what was going on. But then again, she ain't say nothing. So if she not tripping, then I'm not tripping. So the next day, I get up and start getting ready for the day. So I turn on the Xbox and I notice something. My controller is missing.
But why this nigga got lotion next to his shit with some paper towel? Maybe I just crashed out the last time I was playing the game. So I started looking around the room to see if I threw it somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And then I had a thought, what if my mom came in my room and took my controller? But then again, she don't even have a reason to. But I call her up anyway to ask her if she's seen it. And she like, you want to ask me if I had your controller and you come in my house last night looking like that? Have a good day, sir. And I just stood there, sick, because it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Count the dust on my desk? So I started thinking of any way I could hide on the game. And then I got one of the greatest ideas known to man. I'm gonna ask the bro if he has an extra controller. But then again, if I don't hide it before my mom gets home, Mike, he has an extra controller. Bro, I know I'm not tripping. Did you just say you? Hey, Dewey D. This ain't the way, nigga. He obviously is scared by you. Please, you can give up money or something. You ain't have to do this. Get up, bro. Get your dignity back.
But then again, if I don't hide it before my mom gets home, I might not see the light of day. So I hit up the bro, ask him if he has an extra controller, and he says he does. So I walk up to his crib, grab the controller, and life was amazing. And now I'm sitting there, cooking on 2K. Wow, you on the game? My bad, Ma. I just no. Give me that controller. Wait. It's not mine. And I explained to her that I got another controller from the homie. And she was spazzing on me. She was yelling for like 20 minutes straight. And then she tells me to go take the controller back up. So I took it back up there. And at this point, I ain't even want to be in the crib no more and listen to my mom yell at me for the rest of the day. She just yelled at me like she had this joint saved in the notes app. So I take the controller back to the room. And I just chill at his crib for a while. And a few hours later, I finally came back home and I went straight to bed. You know, I had to make sure I was up nice and early for work tomorrow. And when I woke up the next day, my controller still wasn't there. And everything was how I left it, less. So I go to the bathroom, start getting ready for the day. I open the drawer for the toothpaste, and it's missing.
Oh no, your mom is evil, nigga. Oh no. Your mom said, fuck a whooping. Fuck taking your phone, nigga. She took your goddamn toothpaste? Nigga, that's the worst punishment. You ain't getting no hugs. Ain't nobody gonna try to talk to you, nigga. Your breath stink. And you have no way of dealing with that, nigga. I feel... No, nigga, your mom is worse than Thanos, nigga. That's some shit that you cannot do to nobody. Taking somebody toothpaste? Run your ones.
But I know I put this toothpaste in the same spot. But maybe I'm tripping. So I started looking around for the face wash instead, and that joint is gone too. And then I started looking around for all my other toiletries, and it was all gone, bro. No deodorant, no soap, no nothing, bro. And I'm sitting there really trying to analyze what's going on, and then it all hits. Wait, there is no way I'm getting punished with smelling like bounce dad. So I call my mom, and I'm like, hey, Mom, quick question for ya. Do you have any clue where my toiletries are? Yeah, I took them. They'll be back when I get home. Right. Okay. Well, you have a nice day then. And I'm standing there, jawbone on the floor. There is no way you want me to walk around smelling like horse ass. So I started trying to come up with any way I could get any type of toiletry before I gotta go to work in 3 hours. And it wasn't like I could just go and be fine. No, bro. I worked in a hot ass kitchen, bro. On top of that, this shift, I was gonna be a server. There's no way I'm keeping these pits covered while giving people their food. So I go over to her bathroom, grab some toothpaste, brush the teeth, and now I'm trying to think of anything I could do to get some soap or at least some deodorant. I hit the bro to see if he has anything. He did. So I did what any reasonable person would do.
What you do?
And I just took the L and took my stand ass to work, bro. But while I was carrying something to the back, my manager stopped, dead in his tracks, looked at me, and was like, yo, D, when you done, let me talk to you real quick. I go in the office, and bro tells me to make sure I come to work smelling presentable. Yo.
Bro, that's so sad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. You do gotta run your ones with your mom, bro. She really just made you go to work stanky as fuck. Now niggas gonna look at you and side-eye you and shit, nigga. Oh my. Yeah, life ain't looking good for you.
Oh, I was sick. But I learned a real valuable lesson that day. Don't ever duck the punishment, just take it. Like me and Khalifa. But even though I thought I learned my lesson, you know, I was like 15 at the time. And back then, you know, I was just being a dumb kid, you feel me? We all done been there. And as we all know, the worst thing that could happen to a dumb kid is a little bit of peer pressure. Because that's what happened this one time, right? See, when I started high school, I went from a sheltered Catholic school to an actual public school. And for the ones who went to Catholic school, y'all know how different things are in the public school. And for the ones who don't know, y'all get the point. But I had no idea how different this world was, which led me to becoming friends with people who weren't doing the greatest of things, which led me to doing some of those not so great things. And one of those things my friend group at the time loved to do was sparking and hitting the stick. And I ended up copping my own little device. And after having it, all I knew was that by any means possible, my mother couldn't find out her little Catholic school angel baby was hidden. And she did it for a while. Until one day I was at school and everybody was talking about sparking up after school. Okay. And I suggested that everybody slide to my crib. My mom was gone for a couple of days.
See, nigga, that's your problem. I don't give a damn what niggas got going. We not sliding to my crib. Cause guess what? When niggas come to your crib, shit get stolen, shit get messed up. Now your house stinking this smell, and you over trying to find where your mom's goddamn jewelry at, where your dad's fucking favorite watch at, where the nigga car went. Nigga, no, I don't give a damn. We're not going to my crib. We're going to your crib so your shit can get messed up.
And this was the last day I had the crib to myself. And everybody was like that. So after school, we all slid over to my crib. We step out on the balcony and start sparking up.
Hey, what y'all doing?
Yo, who's that? I think it's the apartment manager. Just don't move, bro. You're gonna leave eventually.
You know I can still see y'all, right?
We all busting the crib. Nobody saying nothing. Then one of the bros is like, so what now? So we start trying to figure out how we're gonna continue this session. And then my phone starts ringing. I look down, and it's my mother.
Hey, what's up, Mom?
Tell everybody in that house to leave.
She got a ring camera on your head.
The manager just called me. Tell all of the people to get out of my house. You know what? Put me on speakerphone. So I'm looking around for some help. They all shaking their head no. My mom is yelling with her chest in the background. I ain't never hear her yell like this in my life. So I just put the phone on speaker, and my mom starts spazzing out on all of the bros. I'm talking cussing out all that. And after she was done cooking everybody, they all leave. And now I'm in the crib, pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what am I gonna tell her when she gets here. I run around the house, make sure all the Zaza units are ready. I grab my little device and hide it between the mattresses. The next day, she gets home, she like, so you was in here smoking? No, Ma, you really believe him over him? You know what? It's okay. Go to sleep. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
Ooh.
And I know.
Bro, I'm tired. Your mom's scared, bro. She talking about I'll talk to you about it later, tomorrow. I'll talk to you about it at some point. Nigga, that shit just sitting at the back of your head all day. Nigga, you going through mental warfare in that crib, nigga. I think it's time to leave.
What to think when she hit me with this maneuver? Normally she skips straight to swing belt first, ask questions later, but for her to be this calm, oh no. So I start begging her to talk to me about it, and she says, no, that's okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And then smiles, bruh. So I went to bed, bruh. I couldn't even sleep, man, because I knew it was over for me tomorrow. So I go to school the next day. When I get home, my mom like, go put your stuff down and come in my room when you're done so we can talk about it. I go to my room, and all my life, I had no door, no TV, no desk, no computer, literally a dresser and a bed mat. Then I go to her room, and she tells me to explain everything that just happened to her. And I told her, she was like, okay, even if the manager was lying, I found something in between your mattress. And we both know we not having this. So because you had this, you see how your room is? It's gonna be like that for the next 3 months. And just like she said, that was exactly how my room was for the next 3 months. No door, no TV, no computer. And I was looking outside of the window like these, watching my friends have a blast. But I got my together. You know, I stopped sparking, and I was making sure all my work was done. And she ended up letting me off punishment a little early. And if I'm being real, I really did deserve that one. I disrespected it down to my mom's crib, and everything I did, I had no business doing.
Well, you know, at least you found Jesus, nigga. Or at least you found Jesus.